And you are okay with this being recorded, right, Cynthia?
Yeah. Hmm.
And you okay with this being released on YouTube, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly for educational purposes so that people can see how hypnosis works. I'm going to be showing it to my future students as well who are interested
Hmm.
in learning the process. Okay, well, nice to meet you again, and thank you so much for your interest. You reached out to me about a week ago, and your interest was, as you said, the law of attraction that you've discovered. And
Yeah.
obviously, it's broad, but I'd like to talk about the outcome. I'd like to start with an outcome. Like,
Hmm.
where would you like to see something different, something more off, something less off, maybe something totally different? Like, what do you want right now in your life?
So I want to have like a positive mindset. That's my goal. To like think positively, to just like reprogram my mind, and then to get rid of like limiting beliefs, and
Mm-hmm.
to like not think that pessimistically.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a good start.
Mhm.
So when you say limiting beliefs, not think pessimistically, and you want to have a positive mindset, where do you encounter the limiting mindset right now? Is it in your relationships, professionally, when you think about your dreams? Like where exactly?
Yeah, so just I think just in my goals, because I feel like it's holding me back from doing like what I really want to do. And right now I just feel, I guess after like a lot of things that's happened, like I feel unmotivated these days to like do something new, to just like get myself out there.
Mm-hmm. What?
And
To, yeah, go ahead.
I also think that like I haven't been like really happy recently.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I want to feel happy again, to feel like the best version of myself. Um, yeah, just to like be, I guess, to have a positive mindset at the end. That's my
Mm-hmm.
goal.
Good, good. Let's keep asking because I want to get to know you and want to understand what this is all about. What do you really want? What kind of endeavor or job or dream? What is it that you really want? You said you wanted something different.
Yeah, so I want to have a job that will bring me like freedom to like just uh like go anywhere I want, not have to like go into the office every day, like work a 9 to 6 job. But right now I'm working more hours than that. So that's one of the reasons why it's like kind of overwhelming at the moment.
Okay, so I'm
It's not
hearing that
having like flexibility.
flexibility. And you're an accountant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm hearing you want freedom, you want a different kind of maybe not a job, but some sort of venture, something that is bringing you the money, right?
Yeah.
Not the 9 to 6 sort of thing,
Yeah.
where you are in the office. I'm hearing freedom. You want freedom, okay? And then the other thing is, and I'll keep asking to understand what this is. What this is. The other thing is, you said there are some things that happened. What things have happened?
Just like a lot of hours, long hours. And that's kind of like it's draining. It's very draining having to like constantly like work so much. And
Mm,
yeah, it's not making me like any happier.
okay, okay. So really, the main thing here is you're a professional, right? You want to have a
Yeah.
freedom. Do you have any idea what this might be? This other thing?
Um, what's the other?
The other thing, the other work, do you want to be a blogger, influencer, a painter? Do you want to sing? Maybe secretly you want to be a singer? Do you want to act? Do you want to, I don't know,
I don't
photograph?
really, yeah, that's something that I have yet to explore. Like, I don't really know anything else. I just want to, like, I like traveling a lot. So I want to do something that has some
Mm-hmm. Mm.
connection to traveling. I don't know what it is just yet.
Connection to traveling. Okay.
Yeah.
When you said you read about the law of attraction, what attracted you about it?
Just like knowing that being in that state will bring you like a lot of the abundance that you're like people are looking for. Like, I think that's the main idea that like I found
Yes.
it very like it was phenomenal. Like it was just like a surprise, like a eureka moment.
Yeah.
Where yeah, like I didn't know that there's like I thought that in life like you have to work very hard, like go through that like painful experience to get what you want. But then it kind of like made me think of another way
Mm-hmm.
to not hack life, but like have another how to live life like another way, like in a more positive way. Because before my mind has always been like, yeah, I have to work hard. I have to like put in like a lot of effort. I have
Mm.
to sacrifice myself. Like it comes with a lot of suffering in order to get what I want, to get like to
Right.
that
Right. Right.
stage.
Yeah.
And it was just like, yeah, like I was just surprised. It was like a life-changing like moment where when I
Yeah.
about it. So it's like I just want to reprogram my mind to think um like to be in that state of like the wish fulfilled that
The
like they
wish
always
fulfilled.
say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's useful to kind of know what it is that where you're going, but at the same time, if you don't know, we don't want to force it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it is about really for you, it's just the beginning of this exploration
Mm-hmm.
of sort of, as I call it, time traveling in a
Mm-hmm.
sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Traveling into the future where you are abundant or free, and abundant, you can get a bit clearer about it. Abundant meaning I want to see $50,000 in my account or $20,000 in my account, or I want to see, just realistically, let's say 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, you don't want to limit yourself too much, but you don't want to go too crazy where it just becomes an illusion, right? Okay.
Yeah.
You want to build nice and kind of like be eco ecological, right? About your goals. Because if somebody says, "Hi, I just want to I want to have an airplane. I want, just hypnotize me to have an airplane," it's kind of a little strange to work with something like that, right? But the truth is, you can be. You don't want to be in a job. You don't want to be in an office. We know what you don't want. You want some sort of freedom, and you
Mm-hmm.
want to separate yourself from this idea of I have to work hard. You
Mm-hmm.
know, where I come from, I originally come from Russia,
Mm-hmm.
um, from Soviet Union. So, and I know I had to work out some of my beliefs because of the cultural upbringing, right? And and from that point, there was a similarity in the sense that, you can't, having a lot of money is not good, or you have to really work really hard. So I had to disentangle and separate myself from these ideas and also release shame or guilt about having money, you know, having a good amount of money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's a matter of um, separating from the ideas we've heard. Because when you say we have to work hard for money, is this something you heard from your parents, your grandparents, some from your teachers, maybe from
Yeah.
school? Like, where did you hear that?
Like everywhere, all throughout my upbringing, it's just the that fact. And like I just took it and then just yeah, like it's just something that I've always been told. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't like I didn't question it. It's always been like I got it. Like I was being shown that, and then like I experienced it. So that's how it's
Mm-hmm.
always been.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Are you in a relationship right now, or do you live by yourself?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I am thinking of doing a minor. Have you heard of constellation therapy? Um, yeah,
No,
no, I'm
I
gonna do a little bit of that, if that's okay. Just
yeah.
what we can do is, I'm gonna show you
Hmm.
you. This is you, and it's
Hmm.
nice to be able to see things, right?
Yeah.
So this is you, and let's place your job. Kind of this thing could be associated with your current job. It's right here, okay?
Hmm.
Like a lot of paper here, kind of like it's a little boring, but it's there. But it's a good skill
Hmm.
nonetheless. It's a very good skill. So it's right here where you want to be. It looks a little bit like I don't know, right here, okay?
Hmm.
And it's you say maybe it's something with traveling, maybe it's creative, but it is something different, right, from what it is today, right?
Yeah.
Look, it could be that you have your own accounting business. So you have 5 people working for you and you're an entrepreneur. Could be that.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
And it's not and the idea of working hard or diligently building towards something, right? Putting a plan together, putting a business plan together, talking to people and enjoying it and having fun with it, right? Especially when you have your own business or you're an entrepreneur, it becomes much more enjoyable to do things as long as it is attached to something you really truly like and enjoy doing. Maybe it's a good thing you're doing for the society, and um, it's you're contributing somehow to this planet, whether it can be just as simple as having your accounting business, or helping or being an a money coach to other people,
Hmm.
abundance coach.
Yeah.
Because with your accounting background, there's a lady who's actually advising people, and she has so many followers. I forgot her name. I'll send you her name. Um, she's yeah, she's just advising people how to manage money,
Hmm.
how to a little bit about investments and this and that. You might take a course on investments, but it could be it could be connected with money. I'm just throwing some
Yeah.
different ideas, right? It can be so many different things, and it's somehow attached to this thing that you are today, because this is a good skill that you're going to incorporate anyways.
Hmm.
So this is your current job. It's very close to you, and it's kind of like it feels like it's holding you back. And here's what your other venture. I don't want to call it a job. It's more like a venture, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Does that make sense? Okay. I'm gonna put some um figures. I don't know who they are, your mom or your father. Are they still alive? They're alive, right? They're where you
Yeah.
are in the same city,
Yeah.
close to
Yeah.
you, so you're in contact with them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not gonna ask you too many questions. You can
Mhm.
share with me if you want, but I'm just gonna place them here, and I'm gonna assume that this is a field, right? That there is influence from them, um, with regards to the mindset, right? Because our parents do influence us.
Yeah.
Your mother standing a bit closer to you for some reason
Hmm.
here, okay?
Hmm.
She's a bit closer to you. And a brother or something?
No,
Sister? Sister?
no, no
You're the only
siblings.
child?
Yeah, I'm the only child.
Okay, okay. Hmm. So there's like a younger male figure. Not sure exactly who this is, but they're in the field.
Mhm.
Do you know anyone who could it be? The young male figure?
Mm, well, maybe some friends, I
Friends?
think.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what are these? Did you just like randomly pick them or did you how did you
So
select?
I'm feeling the field. your field. You
Oh,
know how like there's a field and the field contains units of information. So this is like a family
okay.
constellation. It's called internal family systems. So,
Uh,
and I'm just not feeling figures like actors in your play. So
oh,
your mom is standing close to you. Maybe you
yeah,
have close contact with her and
yeah,
maybe a bit of an influence with regards
yeah.
to mindset. Your
Uh,
father is there, but not as like, you know, on top of it with that, with
yeah.
this idea. And I'm
Maybe
just
the
sensing,
younger could be my cousin. He's like kind of like
mhm,
my younger brother.
yeah, probably him. So he's kind of like around, like
Hmm.
all around, but he's there,
Hmm.
like a little brother. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's actually kind of looking up to you. That's I know I'm noticing that standing there. Okay. It's good energy from him, like really nice. Okay.
Hmm.
So here we go. This is it. What else? What else? What else? Right now, that would be it. Let's and then um. So if I can I ask, would your were your parents born here? Were they
No,
born in America? What were they where were they
they were
born?
born in China.
In China. So because
Yeah.
there may be a bit of a connection to a larger system that I'm sensing, like a system almost, you know,
Okay.
system that is still influencing you. It's a system,
Okay.
and and the system coming from the upbringing and the
Hmm.
influence of a system. So I'm going to put it as a system, but it looks like a larger, something larger than this. It's a big player. It's
Okay.
system.
What
System.
system could it be?
I'm thinking a system, a cultural system, or here, this is it, cultural system.
Okay.
Yeah, that feels more like a big chunk here. It's not
Mm,
close to you, by the way. It's not. But
mm,
let's assume that it's just some sort of like a connect to it. Yeah.
yeah.
And energetically, there's an influence. Okay. So what I'd
Mm-hmm.
like you to do, phrases. You're going to be speaking certain phrases out loud. Phrases, when we speak things out loud, we create change. And
Yeah.
some people, when they do like psychedelic therapy, for example, right, ayahuasca or psilocybin, MDMA, you open up in a different way and you start seeing things. So
Yeah.
you see, and there's a ton of proof out there that what you think directly begins to affect your matrix, your field. Like, let's say you're feeling negative and despair. The moment you utter words like, I disconnect from this negativity and I connect to higher source, or and it all goes away just because you speak it, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
speak, or your mouth, your words have power. So that's why we're just going to say a few phrases to help you disconnect energetically from some things that still may have an influence over you. So I want you
Mm-hmm.
just and if you have a question, if you feel uncomfortable, tell me. So
Okay.
you're standing here with your mom, and I want you to say these. Um, I am in deep contact with you, my mom, and I love you.
I'm in deep contact with you, Mom, and I love you.
hmm I separate and differentiate between your experience and my experience.
I separate in range. You said
Differentiate
I separate and differentiate
between
your
your experience and
in,
mine.
between your experience and mine.
And say, I honor you deeply.
I honor you deeply,
hmm But I have a very unique path of my own,
but I have a very unique path of my own,
and I am ready to embrace it.
and I'm ready to embrace it.
I continue to I will continue to stay in contact with you
I will continue to stay in contact with you
and receive your life's energy as I move forward.
and receive your life's energy as I move forward.
Okay, so I'm going to place her behind you. So we're just in the field, in the state of imagination. This is what it's going to be, right? You're receiving her energy. Your father. Okay. Just looking at your father, you can say, I honor you, my father.
I honor you, my father.
And I know you want to see me be very, I know you want to see me happy. I know it.
And you want to see me happy. And I
I
know
know
it.
it. I create a different kind of happiness.
I create a different kind of happiness.
Okay. So because we're doing it, we're recording it, I don't want to go into too many details. We're just going to do things a bit broadly, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is there anything you need to say to your father?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
So just say, I receive your life's energy and I move forward.
I receive your life's energy and I move forward.
And then you can look at that system and say, this system is so distant now.
This system is so distant now.
I may have inherited some ideas,
I may have inherited some ideas
from this distant system.
from this distant system.
And I thank you, the system. Say, I thank you, the system.
And I thank you.
Mm-hmm. So say, I don't reject you.
I don't reject you.
I am going to learn from you in a different way.
I'm going to learn from you in a different way.
But I separate and differentiate between my new system and this old system.
But I differentiate and separate. Wait,
Between,
what was it?
yeah, say, I separate and differentiate between my new system and the old system.
I separate and differentiate between the old system and my new system.
So I now move forward and I build a new system.
So I now move forward and build a new system.
So you're honoring everything. Sometimes what can hurt someone is either resent or just rejection, hard rejection of something that came before, whether it's the parents, culture, or the system, you know. And instead of having any hard feelings, which you don't, but if there were minor confusing feelings, we just want to honor everything that came before and have a springboard to build a new system. We did some disconnecting. Now
Mm-hmm.
you have energy and confidence to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So, so now just say, as I look into my future, as I look into my future,
As I look into my future,
I feel
I
different
feel
energy.
a different energy
hmm And I allow myself to move in that direction.
and I allow myself to move in that direction.
hmm So I'm going to place you in this direction, in that new system that you have developed. So close your eyes for a second
Mm-hmm.
and take it all in. I want you to just take it all in and think of how somehow in the future, I don't know when exactly, how many years from now, it can be months, drastic things can happen in a short time, but it happens. And there's a future point in your life where you have allowed a new kind of journey, a new kind of way of living and being. You have allowed yourself and you thought through it, you've planned it, and you found it easy, easy to construct, easy to make happen. It's a new way of thinking. So, the kind of way maybe you haven't quite thought about that much, but allow yourself to get to that point and feel the energy of this trajectory. So, know that it's not only possible, but it's coming your way. So you can begin to receive any insight or images, what this could be, this new journey for you. Maybe you get an idea or an image or a thought popping in, a few different ideas, what this could be, an inspiration that comes with it, and perhaps even the sense of relief.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think I feel like it's not, I'm not seeing anything like
but what do you feel?
idea-wise, but I do feel like relief and happiness.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Do you feel the energy?
Yeah, happiness,
Happiness. Uh-huh. Happiness. And relief. Relief from what?
relief from the current state. I'd say, um,
Mm-hmm.
just being free and being able to do what I want.
Be able to do what you want. Yeah. So you feel like in that time timeline, you are doing what you want, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So just sit with it for a second, and two, and three, and four, and five, a minute, without any judgment, without trying to see what this could be, but really embody this energy. It's as if you've traveled in a trajectory forward and surrender to this possibility. Feel it all around. And whenever you're ready, you can open up your eyes. We'll talk for a little bit.
Hmm.
hmm I'm going to remove these. Thank you. And how do you feel? We're going to keep working, but I want to hear what you're thinking and how you're feeling.
It feels refreshing and like something new, I'd say, that I haven't felt. Like when I think about this, like this future trajectory, like it just makes me happy. Even though I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to get there just yet, like I know that I feel like very content and
Mm-hmm.
satisfied.
Mm-hmm. So see, because you don't know what this is going to be, we don't want to keep pushing too hard. You are at the very, very beginning, and it's a nice, good start. Sometimes I work with clients, and they have an idea. They say, I want to build a new practice in such and such business, or I want to have a filmmaking career, but I'm having a hard time getting there. So we kind of know what it is, right? In your case,
Mhm.
you still don't know what it is. In which case, what could be helpful is for you in the next weeks or so, um, become curious about what this could be, right? Become
Yeah.
curious and open up. Because when you open up, we can even give a suggestion, like a direct suggestion to your unconscious to start exploring. the possibilities that are in line with this future projection of freedom and happiness, right?
Mhm.
Does it make sense? The suggestion,
Yeah.
I start exploring these various possibilities that are in line with my future state of happiness, freedom, and relief from what?
Relief from, I guess, like the current, yeah, I'd say like the um current circumstances right now,
Hmm.
or
So
just
let's
being
see.
tied down to like one place.
Right, right, right. So it's almost as if you want to be working for yourself in the sense, right?
Yeah.
Because usually this is what it's about. When you're not tied, when you're not an employee, hmm when you're not working for the system, because right now you're working for the system.
Mhm.
If it's not working for a system, which is some people are okay with it, they are okay with working for a hierarchy, a system moving up, right? People are totally fine. Um, but some people are not, and you're one of those people who's who doesn't want that. So, which means often, which it means that you are either an entrepreneur, a creative person, a freelancer, or you're building your mini system, right? You run a system of some kind. So it's one of those things. You are an initiator, like a prime mover of something. Yeah.
Mhm.
So does it make sense to you?
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. I've
Yeah.
always been like working for like some system before, so some
Mm-hmm.
sort of hierarchy. So I haven't really delved into uh,
Mm-hmm.
like working for myself or doing like the creative side of things.
Let's spend a few minutes, if that's okay for you, and explore some possibilities. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Because what we can do is we can explore these possibilities and see where the energy is.
Mhm.
So, would you say you are a creative person?
I don't think I'm a creative person.
Um, are you a business person?
Yeah, I think I'm more of a business person.
Person.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, business person. Okay. And then, so you're more of an entrepreneur.
I don't know if I'm an entrepreneur because I don't really like the responsibilities of an entrepreneur. Um, like it's got a lot of, like responsibilities of how like a lot of people will depend uh on like the performance of certain aspects
Mm-hmm.
of the business.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And okay, freelancer.
Freelancer, yeah, I see that possibility.
Okay. Freelancer is free, obviously, and you are an advisor.
Yeah, I like that. I like
Okay.
being an advisor. um
Oh, I see. I
like
see.
fields I know very well
Yeah.
about. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I really like that.
Okay. Okay. So there's energy there for you. Uh-huh. Not so much the building your own business like an entrepreneur, like a big system. However, in the future, 15, 20 years from now, it might feel like a feasible thing because things do change. But right now, more like a freelancer, advisor, right? Independent
Yeah.
from the system. Okay. And if it's that, then this also means being a little bit creative by finding how you would do that, right? Do you have
Mhm.
any ideas?
No, I don't have any ideas right now.
One step could be ask ChatGPT.
Yeah, yeah,
This is something creative you can do. What,
yeah,
where can I incorporate my accounting skills as a numbers person? Give your skills, and how can I use it? Someone who's an advisor or freelancer. What are some of my options, right? Okay, working for Upwork, um, starting an Instagram account as an advisor, or I mean, there's so many things, but you still need to think through them,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Writing
Yeah.
a book, maybe writing a book, maybe there's a, could you see yourself write something?
Mm, I haven't thought about that, but if I do have the necessary experiences, maybe I would.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Thinking of some experiences or case studies, anything you can think about the goal. You don't have to do it now, but this is just some ideas.
Mhm.
Some goal, and whether it's becoming a financial advisor, what are some of the trends today? What are some of the obstacles? How can I start planning in the next 6 months while I'm still working for the system? Where can I get clients and what can I advise, right? So working a little bit here and there, giving some free sessions. So there's so many different ideas, right? But this is something for
Yeah.
you to think about. Obviously, I'm not here to tell you what these options are, but
Mhm.
was just to be a little bit creative. But your suggestion is to start exploring these various possibilities, and
Mhm.
you can even give yourself a little time frame that in the next 6 months, I am actively searching for ways to explore freedom from the system, where I can take the initiative, be the prime mover of a new lifeline, and a path where I can not exploit but utilize my current skills and yet be free, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
It's a seed that goes into your unconscious, seed that goes into your subconscious. It's
Mhm.
it really works beautifully when we give an intention.
Yeah.
Yeah, we speak out the clear intention. Show me the possibilities. Show me the ways. You open up to it. It's like,
Mhm.
phew, I'm open up to this trajectory, and here you go. You're sitting in subway, and next to you is someone reading a book, and you start talking to that person, and they say, I was thinking about this idea of blah blah. Oh yeah, I like that. Oh, why don't we just and it just starts working from there, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
But
it's like kind of like law of attraction, right? Like you just
exactly,
bring things into your life that you're meant for.
right. But the other interesting thing about it is that when you set out an intention, you start thinking differently and you start acting differently. So
Mhm.
you take different kind of action. Sometimes the action isn't even, you don't have to like totally force it, but it's just like, oh, let me do this. Here's this something came in. Let me act on it because you're open right here with your focus. You're open now, right? You see a different movie. Okay,
Mhm.
does this make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Let's integrate all of this with a hypnosis session. I
Mhm.
am just going to give you positive suggestions to stay open, to start exploring,
Mhm.
believing in yourself, staying confident. Um, can you tell me a bit of a time frame, like in the next 3, 6 months, you'd like to find what this is, this timeline, this opportunity is, or this venture? Like, what are some of the ideas you
Maybe
have?
like in a year, I think.
I'm sorry,
Uh, In a year, I think
in a year.
to, yeah,
So
find like what I want to do and like what my next steps are.
good. So you have a whole year to figure it out, but you're taking some actionable steps, right?
Yeah.
Little by little. At least you're opening yourself up to this. Okay. Do you have any questions?
So in during the hypnosis, what do I have to do? Like just close my eyes and listen.
Yes. Yes, I'm going to guide you. You just listen, relax. I'll use a hypnotic induction and give you some positive suggestions. Okay.
And
So,
so how does
mhm,
it work? Like I go into that, like I don't know how to like word it, but like is it do I get like am I awake?
good question. So, there are different states of hypnosis. There's a state characterized by alpha waves, theta waves, delta waves, beta waves.
Mhm.
Beta waves, it's basically the electrical activity that happens in your brain, meaning your neurons are communicating and there's like activity happening, which can be measured by EEG, electroencephalography machine. So
Mhm.
beta is the one where we're fully awake, we're talking, our eyes are open. Alpha is a little bit less in activity, usually with your eyes closed, but sometimes with your eyes open. For instance, there are those little games where you can push a ball with the power of your mind. It's for kids. It's like a Star Wars game. You put this device that measures your waves, your alpha waves, and
Mhm.
if you focus on that ball, it's as if you're like really focusing, no thoughts, focusing. It takes your measure of the alpha waves and the air pushes the ball. The moment you go into alpha waves, the air pushes the ball, making you believe as if you're pushing the ball with your focus. But really, with the focus, what you're doing is you're getting into alpha, less thinking, and the
Uh-huh.
device interprets the alpha. Okay, let's push the ball with the air. So,
Uh-huh.
meaning your eyes can be open, focused state of attention. That's alpha waves. We also want alpha state. You go into alpha when you scroll Instagram, when you read a book. That's how we absorb information that's coming in. We have
Mhm.
theta state, lesser electrical activity, and that's something close to being in the drowsy state, dreamlike state, kind of falling asleep, starting to see different images. And you don't have to go to theta today. The session will be recorded. You can listen to it again. Maybe you'll go to theta another time, which sometimes happens. Some clients say,
Mhm.
I went into more meditative state. The next time I work, they go into a lot deeper state. So, okay. And
Yeah.
you may be just in a nice meditative state of mind, focused attention.
Mhm.
Do you have any
Okay.
questions? Any other questions?
Yeah, sounds good. I just want to
Uh,
know like if I'm gonna be awake or
yeah, you'll be
like
awake. You'll be awake.
okay.
Yeah.
So
You
I'll
can
know
stay.
like what's happening, right?
Yes, and I'll be observing you. You'll know exactly what's happening. You're not gonna be out.
Okay.
Like some people think it's the stage hypnosis, like sleep and you're out. Stage hypnosis is so different from hypnotherapeutic hypnosis session. Um, in stage hypnosis, it's a lot about social play. People don't really go into this state of complete obliteration. It's just more of a um, social agreement. 100 people in the audience, only 10 people go on stage. 10%. These 10 people want to be on stage. They want to have fun. So it's
Mhm.
really more like a magic show.
Wow.
Anyways, so let's begin. You can stay
Yeah.
where you are. You can stay seated. You can take your glasses off if you want, or keep them on. And I'm gonna ask you to close your eyes and take a nice and very long deep breath in.
Sit back in my chair.
Mhm. All right, perfect. Feet on the floor and nice and very, very deep breath in, deep breath out, and nothing to think about. So you can move your attention all the way down into your arms and just notice how relaxed they are. Make sure your feet are uncrossed, on your legs uncrossed, feet on the floor. And let's take a nice and very deep breath in, hold it on the count of 3, and then slowly exhale. Exhale and relaxing deeper. Moving your attention into your arms and silently in your head only with your inner voice, I'd like you to say the following words. You can say the words in your mind without saying it out loud. My arms are relaxed and heavy. Just imagine they grow so much more relaxed and heavy. Move your attention down into your legs and in your mind only say the following words. My legs are relaxed and heavy. And just notice them. feeling relaxed and heavy. And now you can move your attention all the way into your back and your spine. Notice how straight it is. Notice the sensation in your neck and how it's holding your head. How your head is not falling to the side or back or forward. Your neck is holding the neck very sturdy. Imagine as if a string is pulling your head up slightly. And now move your attention all the way into your eyelids. And imagine they're so relaxed, so heavy, so droopy that even if you try to open them up in the moment, you will not be able to do so. Keep them closed. Don't open them. Simply try hard to open them. Imagine you can't. Try hard to open your eyelids. Now imagine you cannot. They're stuck together. Great. Try even harder to open them up. They're stuck together. And stop trying. Let go. Relax. Drifting deeper. And I will slowly count now from 100 and down. If you want, you can imagine the numbers in front of you. 100, deeper, relaxed. 99, drifting deeper. 98, all the way down, deeper, relaxed. 97, 96, deeper, relaxed. 95, 94, deeper, relaxed. 93, 92, 91, 90, well, all the way down, deeper. Imagine yourself at the top of the staircase now, taking the steps down. And maybe it's a spiral staircase, maybe it's a straightforward staircase you've seen before. You can invent something else in your head. Totally imagine taking the steps down, and maybe you can see your feet, bare feet with shoes. However you see them, see what you see, going down step by step, and see in your imagination. You can go slowly or fast. You can imagine you are in your body looking at your feet. Some clients say it's almost as if I'm looking at myself taking the stairs, looking from the side. I don't know how you imagine, but you can still see your feet. I would advise you that you imagine looking at your feet through your own head. Fast forwarding all the way to the bottom of the staircase. In the imagination, we can fast forward just like in the dream. There you go at the bottom. The door appears, opening the door and opening a door, pushing it forward or pulling it, however you want. Enter garden, a beautiful garden with green trees, green grass, lush green grass, and the rich blue sky, sun shining brightly. Doors closed, disappeared, gone, no door, nothing, no staircase. What if you could just lay down on that fresh green grass? And what if you could release all and anything that used to hold you back, any limiting ideas, anything that comes on the surface in your mind? Is it possible? Is it not? Do I deserve it? Do I not? Whatever those beliefs, whatever those ideas that you know could be limiting in nature. What if you could just release them out of your body as if they're being pulled out of you, or maybe they've been sucked by the earth like a magnet, taking all of these ideas away from your body, your mind, your experience, releasing them, letting them go. With love and compassion, releasing them, letting them go. They're gone from your mind, gone from your experience, gone from your body. So it becomes easier for you to recognize when these ideas enter your mind. If these ideas entering the mind and you suddenly feel down or somehow doubting yourself, in that very moment you'll recognize old ideas, old thoughts, dismiss, gone, out, out. More positive ideas are entering your mind now and daily, almost as if you've opened up yourself, open, receiving, receiving positive thoughts. Doesn't matter what says what, who says what, and how. People around you or not so around you, close to you, not so close to you. If there are any old influences, support or not so much support, it doesn't matter anymore. You are independent of all and any old programming. You are independent of all and any old way of thinking. You are now thinking differently, possibilities, opening up to ideas. In a year, as you set yourself up for a year of exploration, it is a beautiful year of exploration of possibilities, even if it means still working where you're working and exploring on the side what this could be, inviting new ideas, new people into your space, maybe even now reading about these possibilities, maybe researching now in a different way, maybe watching different kind of movies or podcasts about these certain kind of possibilities, more creative or more entrepreneurial or more freelancing, something along the lines where it's just you doing something different at your own pace in your own way. I don't know what this is. Only you know and will know more and more with time. But what's important is that you've set that up from within yourself. You've set that idea, that intention that now you are opening up. You start exploring these various possibilities that are in line with your future state of happiness and freedom, independence. So go ahead and take the time and now silently repeat this. Repeat this in your own mind, in your own way, something along those lines. I now explore various possibilities that are in line with happiness, freedom, and independence. Repeat this silently within your mind 3 times. I now explore various possibilities that are in line with happiness, freedom, and independence. That's right, happiness, freedom, and independence. Happiness, freedom, and independence. Exploring. As I speak in the background, you can still hear your voice. It's as if the lifeline is now becoming more and more apparent. That future state you feel there when you have found that what you want to do. Allow yourself to invite this future state into right here, right now, into this point in time. That energy, that state of mind is now revealing and showing to you where you need to go and what you need to do. So I'll count from 1 to 5. On the count of 5, I want you to somehow travel into the future and embody this state of happiness, freedom, independence, discovery, a pleasant discovery of something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Pleasant discovery. Disconnect from old way of life, freedom, perhaps more movement, a different way of thinking, more energy, more excitement. Some people say it's just like a sense of play. Like when you're a kid, you play, you create, you do whatever you want. So here we go. You are creating a new reality. You are creating a new reality. Take it all in. You are creating a new reality. You have created now a new reality. You have created now in that future point a new reality. And you feel proud of yourself. Some people say the energy feels so good, it's moving me, it's inspiring me, it's motivating me. I feel it in my arms, I feel it everywhere. It's light, it's moving, it's opening me up. So feel what you feel, take it all in into your mind, body, and experience. Because in the few short moments when you open your eyes, it's almost as if you've entered a new trajectory already. 1, 2, feeling good. Let the energy come back into your body. 3, 4, eyelids refreshed. Number 5, when you're ready, open up your eyes. Welcome back. Hi, Cynthia.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I felt like tired at the end. I felt like I was like falling asleep as well. I don't know if it's normal or not.
It's normal, yes, it can happen because you're relaxing. How was your visualization?
Yeah, I didn't really visualize this time like I normally would visualize, but this time around it's more like feelings.
Feeling, yeah. What
Yeah.
about the visualizing, like the numbers or the staircase? Were you able to see that? Imagine that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
That
the I was able to.
Yeah, that's
And
what I was asking, visualizing the induction. So that's good. That's helping you in the garden and laying down on the grass, like those kind of things, right? Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yes, and when you go into this other place, it is the suggestion was to feel. So you don't
Oh.
need to see, like I said at the end of the session, you don't need to see. But when you listen to this again, and again, you can come back. I'll send you the point in this video where to listen. You can you might begin to see things at some point, and the images may start coming to you as you move along in the next month. You know, you opening up, like I said in the session, maybe you'll read something different, different podcasts, different people, different activities, but it's an exploration. So the goal, this feeling is going to start directing you.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, it was nice to work with you. Thank you so much for being open to this process. Thank you for
Yeah.
letting record this.
Yeah.
And I will send you this session, tell you where to listen, and don't hesitate to reach out to me and keep me posted on your progress, what's happening.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. It's my first like hypnosis session, so I didn't know what to expect.
Was it something completely different, or was
It's
it
kind of
some?
like meditation in a way, but I don't know the difference between meditation and being under like hypnosis. Like I
Mm-hmm.
can't distinguish the difference, but I feel like a lot of the things that are being said are very similar. But meditation doesn't have like a staircase, like going
Or,
down a staircase.
or the suggestions, like this very specific direct suggestions. What
Uh,
differentiates the meditation and hypnotic experience, hypnotherapy? In many ways, the direct suggestions. We always have very, very specific suggestions that we give clients. And this is a first experience, and
Yeah.
usually the first experience is not necessarily that deep. I remember my experience was also my first one many years ago was just, oh, I was like, oh, it's just very simple. I didn't go into altered state of consciousness. But you can in the future, the more you practice, you can
Yeah.
go a lot deeper, and you can use it to for self-inquiry and for an exploration. There's some different inductions that you can use. You can try my app, go download my app.
Yeah.
And there's some really cool inductions you can try.
Uh-huh.
So as you listen to it more, you'll be able to relax and go in a deeper state.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Alrighty. Well,
interesting.
it was good to work with you. Thank you again, and
Nice.
reach out anytime, okay?
Okay.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Cynthia, you're welcome. Bye-bye.
Great evening.
Good evening.